Sir, clear here for me. Clean up toxins for me. Way, yeah. I burning trash releases particles and dioxins. Messing with your brain, yeah, we call them neurotoxins. Fecal coliform indicators in my water. Miss me with those low LD50s, I almost got hurt. Girl, you got sick building syndrome with this radon. But outside we got nukes making radioactive xenon. But nowhere to dump this waste except for Yucca Mountain. While VOCs be making ozone for us to breathe in. Montreal Protocol in the stratosphere funk. Banning CFCs to keep us safe from cancer funk. But urban sprawl and autos got us screwed down here funk. And thermal inversions keep the toxins stuck in here funk. A diabetic cooling gone in the cities. Greenhouse effect burning up its liddy. EPA passing regulation clean the air though. Sulfur quotas you and I know.
Just recycle. Sit down. Plant a tree. Sit down. Vote for the Dems. Sit down. Don't eat meat. Sit down. Just recycle. Sit down. Plant a tree. Sit down. Vote for the Dems. Sit down. Don't eat meat. Sit down.
Kyoto Protocols only covers GHGs, but what about the ocean though, wetlands and the seas? Hydrologic cycle messed up, that ain't right. BOD levels suffocating aquatic life. Harmful algal blooms come with the zooplankton. Nothing else can survive because they take up oxygen, outcompete community like invasive species. Evolution needs that research partitioning A.
J-shaped curves are in here. Exponential growth. Overshoot and die off. Our selected species. Rule of 7D. Microevolution. Primary succession. Pioneer species. Bottleneck effect reduce the gene pool. Geographic isolation makes new species. Allopatric speciation is the most effective. Protect our biodiversity.
Just recycle. Sit down. Plant a tree. Sit down. Vote for the Dems. Sit down. Don't eat meat. Sit down. Just recycle. Sit down. Plant a tree. Sit down. Vote for the Dems. Sit down. Don't eat meat. Sit down.
Sit down.
Lendra Kumar, thanks for coming out today. I believe this is your latest hit, Recycle. Why don't you tell us more about it?
Oh my gosh, thanks for having us. We're so excited to be here. So our new hit single, it's called Recycle, and we're trying to be environmentally friendly and turning vegan and all that green stuff, you know.
We made this song to generate publicity for the environmental movement, and if you listen closely to the chorus, you can see there's tips on how to be sustainable.
Yeah, totally.
Oh, cool. Then let's take a closer look at the chorus then. So, just recycle, sit down, plant a tree. Plant a tree, can you elaborate on how it's a sustainable move?
Plants generate oxygen and act as carbon sinks, so by having green spaces, we can definitely improve our air quality and slow global warming.
Yeah, and green spaces are super aesthetic, so they're really good for those Instapics, you know.
And it doesn't really have to be trees. You can also have green roofs or have your own garden at home.
Right, that makes sense. And then what about your next line? Vote for the Dems.
Hillary all the way.
Well, it's not necessarily only for Democrats. We just want people to be politically active, because change always starts with policy.
Can't agree anymore. Okay, now with the last line, don't eat meat. How does that relate to environmental awareness?
Oh yeah, so going vegan is really good for your skin, and it helps you stay slim and everything, and
So, actually, eating lower on the food chain gives you a lower energy subsidy, which means that less energy has to be consumed to produce each calorie you consume. And this is good because then you wouldn't need to take up so much land to raise cattle and such.
Wow, I didn't know that. Well, do you have anything else you want to say for your viewers?
Yeah, actually, there's a small PSA video from our sponsors. Take a look.
#Save the Earth.
Water, land, energy, air. Long ago, people lived in harmony with nature. Then everything changed when the population exploded. Only the environmentally aware, conscious of our limited resources, could reverse the trend. But when the world needed them the most, they vanished.
The United States' ecological footprint is 9 hectares per capita. We would need over double our land area to sustain our current rate of consumption. 250 years have passed since the Industrial Revolution, and a new environmentalist movement has surfaced. Although changes are being made, there's still a lot of work to do before we become sustainable. But I believe the environmentally conscious can save the world.